Hello, everyone. It's Marian, and welcome to Employee A. It's a click and point adventure game about a girl who wakes up in a hospital finding out that she's been charged with murder. How wonderful is that? All right, let's start this game. No, I am so sorry. I am very sorry. This will not be a playthrough of this demo. The reason is, I'm going to be completely honest with you, is because towards the end of the gameplay, I was completely silent and I was just getting through the options because I'm one of those type people, when it comes to a mystery, I have to be able to see everything acting out in front of me. And either it could be a movie or a TV show or what have you. Reading about it does not work for me for some reason. If I get a mystery book, I'm that type of person where I'll read like the first couple pages and then I'm like, oh God, I'll go to the end to see who did it. I cannot sit there and read all the details about how the setup was and who is this person as they're being introduced and all this other good stuff. I cannot. And this is basically how this game is. It's slow in the beginning because you're learning who your main character is. You're learning who her allies are. And then later on you're going to learn who her other associates are and who could be a potential murderer or what have you, or what could be, you could be framed or something like that. And I just really couldn't just sit there. I tried. I actually did the playthrough twice. The first time I literally fell asleep because it was late. I'm saying about like maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was thinking, okay, well, it's late and I should just go ahead and go to bed and try it again the next day. So the next day I started it back up, and before that, and to be honest, the music was also soothing too, so that didn't help the issue. Okay, so the next day I started it up, and again I was getting tired, and I found myself trying, just basically, I didn't even realize when I stopped reading stuff. I didn't even realize. I was just click, 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 and that's it. And sometimes I'll say my little 2 cents. I wasn't even doing that. I was just trying to get through it to see if I can get some type of glimmer as to who did what. And I just didn't want to do that to you because it's not fair. It's not fair to you as a viewer. It's not fair for you to say, oh, I'm going to see how this gameplay goes, and I'm just going through click 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 click, click real fast, and I like to be fair and honest with you when I'm playing these games. That way you can get my genuine reaction and you get my genuine thought about things. If you see me play a game and I'm like, I'd use a transition in between something, it's because it took me far too long to even solve that puzzle, because I overanalyze everything for some reason. It could be the smallest little detail, and I have a bad habit of overanalyzing it. But with those type of games like the hidden object games, which happens to be a click and point game like this one, the difference is I have different type of puzzles. Some of those hidden object games is not taking me through the same rooms over and over without progressing to the next area. Like the one I just recently finished, Maze Subject 360. There was like different elements to that game, even though I was going through the same places, but it, like, the demon will transport me to Dreamland and Nightmare Land or something, something different to break the monotony of going from this room to that room. Okay, now back to this room. Now you go to this room. Okay, back to this room. Now you go into this room. Okay, now back to all 3 rooms. Okay, now go back to the beginning. And And not to mention, there's when it comes to mysteries, I can't just sit there and just read everything. I think I probably mentioned this before. I just can't. When it comes to like romance novels, or like a novel from Anne Rice or Christine Feehan, yes, I like vampires. But when it comes to things like that, I will sit there and I will take my time and I will read it. I will read everything. And I get mad if the pages stick, and I go, wait a minute, oh, the page is stuck. I gotta, I'm pride, because I don't want to miss anything. But when it comes to a mystery, I'll get that book and I'll flip to the end, because I want to know who did it. Like, now, who did it, why they did it, and what did they do to make it happen. But if it was a movie, I'm all in it. Like Midsummer Murders, I'm all in. I'm like, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Love the BBC for some reason. I just love the shows. I need to stop that. But anyway, this game, it's just not my cup of tea. If it is your cup of tea, by all means, please do not, and I repeat, do not take my word as gospel, because my opinion will not reflect how you feel about the game. So go to Steam. This is a free demo. They just released it March 1st, so it's still fairly new. Go there, download it. I just want to let you know that for me, it took like 2 hours to get through it, probably because I was falling asleep. It may be less than that, maybe like an hour, 45 minutes or something like that. But I was falling asleep, and it took me 2 hours to get through it. Okay, and that's even with me skipping through. Yeah, I played Fierce Phantom, and that took me an hour and a half when it's supposed to be 40 minutes. But hey, I didn't know how to drive that car. Okay. It didn't dawn on me, hey Mario, push W. I was pushing the arrow key. That didn't work. And then I broke the game. You saw what happened. The character went to heaven. Okay. So I had to start over. That's the reason why that one took an hour and a half. Otherwise it would have taken me less than that. But this game, with the soothing music that's going on, basically a novel that's going on with the dialogue between the characters and stuff, it just soothed me, calmed me down, and made me very, very sleepy. And I'm gonna when I say that I did get really tired during the gameplay, I found a section where I heard myself snoring because I fell asleep while playing it. And again, I couldn't. That would have been funny to hear, but it's not fair to you, because after that I woke up and said, let me just go ahead and get through this. Click, 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 click. And again, that wouldn't be fair. So, with that said, if you're waiting for me to do a playthrough with this, if you thought I was going to do it, no. This is not a playthrough. This is just me giving my opinion on it and giving you the reason why it is not a playthrough. However, I'm also encouraging you to go to Steam and download the demo for yourself and see if you like it. If you do like it, hey, wait for that full game to come out and go. The Night is Grey is also a clicking point, but I think it's because it has that supernatural element where I'm seriously thinking it's about werewolves or skinwalkers. I'm all in there. But with this being a murder mystery, it's not my cup of tea as far as a game. Story-wise, great, but I want to see it as like a TV show or a movie. A game-wise, but for you, it may be perfect. So, again, free demo on Steam. Download it, try it out. If you like it, I'm glad I was able to direct you to a game and get ready for the full game to come out. If you don't like it, well, okay. But I just wanted to give you all a heads up as to why this is not a playthrough, and to be honest with you, and I did want you to hear me snore. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful day, and take care of yourselves. Bye.